Hey Leanna, this is Bob with Trend. This may be a slightly long video because I'm going to shoot video for 3 houses here. I know you got 2 on your list, but I'm going to look at all 3. What you're looking at is Manatee Avenue. If you turn left on Manatee, you'll be in downtown Bradenton within a few minutes. You turn right, a few minutes you'll be at the interstate. Not too bad of a location. If you look, you may not be able to see it on the video, but if you go straight, you hit the water. So not a bad location at all. This is 18th Street, which you're set off from the road enough where it doesn't seem too busy. And here's some of the neighboring houses around you. Some were in better shape than others, obviously. It is an older neighborhood, at least that side of the road. You got some green space in front of you. I'm not sure what the intent is for this part here. I don't know if it's gonna be part of this development or what, but this is a brand new HOA development. I'm gonna give you a slow pan. It's parking there. You do not have a driveway, and those are the 3 houses that are complete. I'm gonna show you some stuff as I go and give you some commentary. I already went through the houses quickly just to get an idea, unlock them all so I can get in easily. This is a job site for additional units that are under construction. That's 1 unit, that's another unit, and a 3rd unit. It's got 3 in this section here, and then as you walk up the walking path in the corner over here, it's a little bit slightly shadier over here, you have 2 more units slated to be built. It looks like they got the rough-in, the footers, and they got some of the rough-in electric, I think. I'm assuming that's what that is, that blue. And then as you're walking down the path, you've got 2 more units right here. Now, in terms of location, I think with there being a drain culvert in between these 2 houses, it's probably the most desirable because you got a little bit more elbow room, but you are closer to the street. These 2 are fairly close together. I think this one and this one are the ones that are on your list. This one you did not have, but it is available. All 3 have slightly different color schemes, but they're all basically the same construction, same layout, and the only thing different is the floor may be a little different or some other things. But these units here may not be bad if you wanted to wait. I guess I'm assuming that the pricing may be similar, but the cost of construction is going up, so I wouldn't hang your hat on the price staying the same for what's listed right now. Just wanted to give you a heads up on that. So yeah, obviously more construction coming. So my assumption is the HOA basically pays for all of the mowing in its entire development and the outside, any outside landscaping and whatnot, and then the water, sewer, and trash. Cute little units. Which I find odd about these is building construction codes I thought had to be block, but this is frame built on a crawl space versus a slab, which isn't odd in and of itself, but for new construction it seems a little bit odd. So they're basically built on, I think, 6 footers on each corner, and in the middle you can see those footers on the corner pretty much match what you see over there. So they're probably built up about, looks like about 1.5 feet on the footer. So with new construction, I'm assuming there's solid underlayment there for moisture. Each one has a small porch, which is cute, a little angled overhang so you can sit while it rains and enjoy the weather and not get wet. Here's your mailbox. A little bit of a step up to get in. I'm going to go through the first one fairly slowly, and then the other ones I'm just going to show you the differences in the color scheme because the other ones are pretty much the same. So it looks like they had an open house here recently. This is the one they're focusing on to market the properties. one key difference, I'll do a pan. Here's the living space right here. Nice big windows, lots of natural light, high ceilings, wood tongue and groove ceiling, which is a nice touch. This one's painted like an off-white with the weathered flooring. Pretty decent quality flooring. You got a little island here, granite countertops, new Whirlpool appliances, including a microwave. I think these are soft close. And they are. Pretty good quality cabinets. It does have a garbage disposal, which is nice. One nice little touch is it's always nice to be able to look outside while you're doing dishes, for what it's worth, instead of staring, you know, at the wall. But nice little kitchen. Obviously, you're looking at a fairly small amount of square footage, so you have to maximize your space. Here is the second bedroom. Fairly small, be good for a little guest room, or if you wanted to set up an office here if you work from home. Once again, the high ceilings. You have a thing for a ceiling fan. That might be something you negotiate, possibly. Same here. You can probably put a fan right there. You got some recessed lighting. That's the disposal. Yep. There's the light switches. Let's see what the lights look like. Anyway, I'll look and see if I can find the lights to turn those on, see how they look. Here is your main bedroom. Has the bathroom there, the 2-1. Decent closets, not walk-in, but you got some shelving and some bars for hanging and a little bit of space for putting stuff up top. So, I mean, at least, even though it's a small space, they're maximizing how you would organize the space. No tub. This is a walk-in shower. Decent sized windows. Probably want to put some nice blinds there. And a really good sized vanity for a smaller house. So, and then this door is a closet. I thought this led outside. So you got a small storage closet, and then your laundry room. Another thing I would at least try to chase is maybe if they would include either credit or a washer and dryer, which would be a nice touch. Newer 40-gallon tank with the breather. And this is the door that leads outside. And then you got expandability here. It's a 150 amp panel, which is huge for a less than 1,000 square foot house. You got expandability for other things. And then this puppy is a door that leads outside. I'm gonna be careful because I got some open house signs that might flop. So this leads right out to the outside, and there is your air unit and your meter. And I'll probably do a walkthrough on the outside of the houses before I wrap up the tour. That's the grand tour of the first house. Key difference here is the flooring and the wall color is a little bit different. And this is the only house that has appliances in it. It's probably for open house purposes. I'd have to look at the listing to see. There we go. So yeah, pretty nice bright lights in the kitchen. So I like it. Obviously you're the one that matters, so I will go to the next one and do just a quick walkthrough on that one. And like a cornflower blue with white trim is the decor in this one. And we'll go to the, well, I'll just do a quick walk around just so you can see how the neighborhood looks on the back side. So there's some landscaping they got to do here. I think with some of the sidewalk changes they're making with the construction and all that. Got a nice huge tree here next to you. Metal roof, which is good. I think it'll last forever. Solid house. And you got this. There's a reason why you don't have a house so close. You got the drain culvert. And this is brand new. They put that in for sewage and drainage. There's a second house. This one looks like a sort of a off-white, maybe like a hint of an orange. See the painting probably needs to be touched up a little bit. You can see the difference in the paint tone. I don't know if that's dirt or if it just needs to be touched up. That'd be something I would consider if you wanted this unit. Sort of a light salmon trim on the door. And basically it's the same as the other house. So for the quick tour, this has a similar flooring and similar cabinetry. One thing I failed to mention is you got these really cool barn style doors for this particular door. Not throughout the house, but just here. It's a nice little touch, rustic touch. This one, this house I detected something that gave me a little bit of pause. Yeah, you can hear a little bit of give right here. That's a soft spot, so not sure about this one in terms of little fix-it. It's like right here in the corner. That would annoy the hell out of me. But pretty much the same layout as the other houses. And if you were interested in something like this, when you got an inspection, even though it's brand new, you nitpick the hell out of a brand new construction because you want it to be, you know, as perfect as possible because you're considering it's new construction. So, oh, one thing I failed to show you in the other house, there's your attic access right there. So that's the quick grand tour on this one. As you can see, it's missing the appliances. I'd have to look at the listing to see if the intent is to have appliances when the house is sold. That would be, if not, I would definitely try to negotiate for it. I think that has a little bit different style countertops in terms of color than the other one. But that's the second one. This is the one that was on your list as well. And I think the next one on here I did not have, you did not favor, but it is available. This one's sort of an olive green with a white trim. Once again, everything else is pretty much the same. A little bit different access point since it's like end corner unit. The access is on the right side coming in, but the house is oriented pretty much the same. This one's got sort of a mustard yellow door. And the big difference on this one is you have sort of the weathered flooring and the gray countertops with like off-white cabinets. Pretty much everything else is the same in the house. See if that squeak happens here. See right here, you don't have that same thing. So there's definitely an issue with that house that would have to be shored up. Probably just need to, the second house, just need to do some of it. Some staining on this wall. I would ask about that. You wouldn't keep you from putting an offer in, but you can see that there's some off color, like they didn't paint it properly, or there's maybe they touched up and used the wrong paint. I don't know. There's a couple spots like that that I would question. And it really shows up well when you have the on the video. Actually, it's not as easy to see when you're actually looking at it. You can see the difference in paint. But this one's got a big old tree in front of the window, which you may like or not like, depending. Did talk to the agent briefly, and he noted that they have spray-in insulation, which is really good for keeping your heating and cooling costs down, which it's including your HOA, I guess it doesn't matter, but it's also deadens the noise. It is pretty quiet for being not too far from a busy street. Other than me talking, you really can't hear much in here. So I think it's a fairly well-built house. I mean, it's obviously a value type of scenario where you're looking for the first-time home buyer type of buyer that wants something nice, doesn't need anything huge, yeah, I mean, I give it a thumbs up. I think out of the three, barring whatever color scheme you like, I think I like the first one better since it's set off from the other two. But as I noted earlier, you got these other units that are going to be going in, so you will have neighbors at some point fairly close, so that would be something to consider, and hopefully they're really cool. But anyway, I'm going to shut this down and I will lock everything up, and then I'll send this to you as soon as possible, and I'll get your feedback and we'll go from there. Thanks.